Hello my dear friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Myself Dr. Jinu Antony, Chief Consultant in Nisagamani Veda Wellness Center. Today's topic is a very interesting, very common and often very poorly understood disease condition called as gastritis. So if you look into the prevalence of this gastritis, globally 50.8% of population in the developing countries suffers from this. And if you're looking into the global antacid markets, it had grown from $2.91 billion in 2020 to $3.3 billion in 2021 at a compound annual growth rate at 14.4%. And it is being expected to reach 3.9 billion at 2025. Why this growth rate is increasing day by day? Here is the point where you should understand what is gastritis and what is the real cause of gastritis. What is gastritis? Gastritis is the inflammation or erosion of the gastric mucosal layers or stomach in short. Our stomach is a J-shaped organ where the food is mainly getting digested with the help of digestive juices, digestive enzymes and digestive acids. The main part of the stomach is it contains a cardiac, fundus, body, antrum and pylorus. Stomach is a very acidic medium, pH ranging from 1.5 to 3.5. So it is a very acidic medium and stomach contains so many layers, mucosa, submucosa, muscularis, serosa layers to protect the stomach from this highly acidic environment. Rupture or breakage of these layers causes the direct contact of HCl or the acid to the stomach cells, causing a cluster of symptoms like burning chest pain, nausea, vomiting, etc. Here comes the question, how does this rupture happens? We have been blaming stress, anxiety, spicy food, improper food timings and excess acid in the stomach is the reason for this gastritis, where there is no such convincing research study to prove this. But in 2005, two Australian scientists, Barry Marshall and Robin Warren, were awarded Nobel Prize for Medicine for their wonderful discovery that a bacterium called H. pylori or Helicobacter pylori is the culprit for gastritis. Data from the developed countries shows that 95% of the duodenal ulcer and 85% of the gastric ulcer is caused by the same H. pylori infection, and the lifetime risk of developing peptic ulcer disease is 3 to 10 times higher in H. pylori positive patients than in H. pylori negative patients. To know more about the H. pylori, how it causes inflammation and further causing the gastric carcinoma, which is the second leading cause of cancer-related death, you should know more about him. H. pylori is a gram-negative spiral-shaped bacteria which affects more than 50% of the total population. But among the affected population, 80 to 90% of the population doesn't have any symptoms. So in an acute H. pylori infection, our stomach is protected because of the acidic environment. But in a chronic condition, there are chances of causing pangastritis, antral gastritis or atopic gastritis, which can further lead to gastric carcinoma. But the most common complication of this chronic H. pylori infection is the antral erosions or the antral gastritis. It's because antrum is the place where the H. pylori resides. Looking into the cross section of the antrum, the outermost layer, it contains the columnar cells or the stomach cells. So columnar cells is hold tightly with the help of tight junctions. Above the columnar cells is the mucus layer. So the mucus layer is very important because it acts as a barrier from the direct contact of the acid to the cells. So above the mucus layer comes the acidic layer where the parietal cells produce HCl or the hydrochloric acid. Above the acid layer comes the stomach lumen. So this is the place where the H. pylori resides. So usually in an acute infection, H. pylori cannot make any functions in the stomach because of the acidic environment. But in a chronic condition, this H. pylori do enters to the columnar cells. How? To know how this is happening, we'll see the proper structure of the H. pylori. H. pylori is a spiral-shaped bacteria which possess flagella for the movement and circular-shaped DNA. The main virulent factors of this H. pylori is the lipopolysaccharides which help to adhere to the cells, urease enzyme which helps to thrive in the acidic medium, and it produces some exotoxins called CAG-A and VAC-A. CAG-A disrupts the cell integrity and causes inflammation. VAC-A causes apoptosis or called as cell death. So as I have told, H. pylori contains urease enzyme on their surface. So what this urease will do? Urease will convert the chemical urea which is present in the stomach and water to ammonia and carbon dioxide. Ammonia is very basic in nature, so it neutralizes the acid in the acidic layer, which makes a favorable environment for the H. pylori to enter inside. So there is a condition called as hypoacidity or hypochlorhydria. This is a condition where our stomach is producing very less acid, or the stomach is becoming basic medium. So this is because of the production of this ammonia. So in this stage, if your doctor is treating you with a triple therapy which includes antibiotics and antacids, again it is going to make your stomach a basic medium, which again favors the H. pylori to grow more and more. So after entering into the acidic layer, it further enters to the mucus layer and then to the cells with the help of flagella. After entering to the columnar cells or the stomach cells, it gets attached to the cells with the help of lipopolysaccharides. After adhering, it will start releasing some oncoproteins called as CAG-A and VAC-A. CAG-A, as I have mentioned, it disrupts the cell integrity and it will make the cells to get inflamed by producing cytokines like interleukin 8, tumor necrosis factors and interferons. VAC-A will cause apoptosis or the cell death. Combination of these two oncoproteins like CAG-A and VAC-A, the cells will start breaking. So once they start cells breaking, this HCl will be entering into our stomach cells where it causes gastric ulcers, and again it will enter to the duodenum causing duodenal ulcers. So my dear friends, I hope you all got to know what is the exact reason of the gastritis and what is the major role of this H. pylori or Helicobacter pylori in causing inflammation. So here comes the next question: how to eradicate this H. pylori completely from our stomach? I'll be explaining this in detail in my upcoming video. Until then, watch this video again to get to know more about the H. pylori. Share it among your friends so that they also will get to know about the real cause of gastritis. Subscribe my channel, share it with everyone. Thanks for watching.